Hello, this is a presentation of the proposed budget for the 2020 fiscal year, as well as a review of the needs it addresses. The guiding mission statement of the Firestone Academy for Exceptional Education is one which responds to the growing needs of the special education and behavioral needs of our community. Here we aim to give the students with autism and related challenges the best opportunity to improve their quality of life through evidence-based practice. Our mission is accomplished through specific programs, academic or otherwise, which are designed to meet the needs of families in achieving a sustainable, high-quality life. Before we can look forward, however, we should acknowledge the current year's budget as it lays the foundation for this proposal. With the current student body and their attendance, the funds generated, we can see that the total revenue exceeds our expenses by about $800,000. A detailed notice in this slide is that the students who have the one-to-one accommodation generate about 63% of the revenue, while matching the number of students attending the school without that accommodation. The one nuance that should be acknowledged here is that the accommodation requires a student to have a staff member assigned throughout the school day. So while this might sound like a fantastic solution to meeting any budgetary needs, it also requires additional staff considerations. So when the needs analysis for the academy was conducted, certain data trends became more telling of the school's upcoming year's budgetary needs. The enrollment increase from 70% from a student body of 10 to 17 in just the 6 months of its operation creates a projected student body of 24 by the fall of 2019. The staff onboarding and retention trends are that one employee is hired per month of operation, but this observes the initial and current number of employees over a 6-month period. Okay, so the rate of change from 8 to 14 in 6 months also demonstrates the high degree of attrition of greater than one employee per month of operation. Additionally, a few policies have begun to take effect, which further inform the funding data projected for our 2020 fiscal year. New policy enactment working towards the one-to-one accommodation for all students, as well as IEP evaluations on enrollment, considerations for additional accommodations, including the compliance with ADA and the other things that a student may need when they come into the school that will require additional expenses on the part of the school. The facility and quality of the services have created some concerns around the maintenance costs exceeding the projected allocations because of the facility itself not being designed to serve as a school. The improvements required to comply with the ADA standards are also becoming problematic overall, and the insufficient quality of contracted services such as the lunch service, transportation services have not reconciled these expenses. The predominant deficits identified, however, in addressing the mission statement and the action plan's goals are the allocation of funds to address the family support programs specifically identified in the mission statement. There's insufficient emphasis on the employee retention measures and professional development. And the current facility and the maintenance required for the upkeep are insufficient, and they're incredibly costly. What funding allocations are necessary to enact the primary mission of the academy? How can the facility best meet the rate of growth and the needs of the student population? And are the current revenue generated able to address the expenses in a more predictable and sustainable manner? Yes, is the short answer. I propose that the Firestone Academy for Exceptional Education implement a renewed emphasis on the school improvement plan in an effort to address the family support component of our mission statement while more fully planning for stakeholder-informed action initiatives and investing in the future expansion of the facility. This budget will create a projected revenue between $3 million and $4 million. The $4 million cap is looking at if we are able to successfully get the one-to-one accommodation for all 24 students that are projected to attend the facility in the fall. At the current rate of 50 and 50, the low end would be the $3,216,000. The expenditures adjusted for the total base salaries, benefits, and other costs, it increases slightly, but the overall funding goes to $1.5 million to $2.3 million. Where should we put this funding? One, I believe that we should allocate the funding to a new facility to meet the growing needs of our community and the students we serve. Portion of the mission. Remaining revenue generated from the 2019 budget should be used to invest in a needs-informed facility, which complies with ADA standards and additional accommodations which are lacking in the current space. Why? We can address the ADA compliance issues. We can provide each student with the greater opportunity for achievement. We can reduce the overall repair and maintenance costs by working with a building that's not built in the 1950s, and we can match the improvement initiative aimed at providing a space in the community for learning and collaboration. This table presents the projected cost of a school building with the 138 square feet that is about the average for the elementary schools in our area. And at $170 per square foot, it comes to about $23,460 per student. So you can see here with our current student body making a full accommodation to that, we come to $375,360. Moving all the way up to the student body capped at 100 students, we can have a facility for within our excess budget with only the projected cost of the new facility being addressed, however. The second thing we should do is invest in the development of a school community partnership. Now, this engaging the school stakeholders by allocating funds and leadership resources to the development of a school community determine the practice most suitable to meet the goals outlined in the school improvement plan, informed by the community. If we have a school-supported commitment, the initial allocation of funds to the generated by the tuition, we are able to create a self-sustaining leadership, thereby creating a potential alternative funding source and encourage a school and community partnership, which allows for the support of the organization to move towards an independent and collaborative relationship with the school. In addition to that, it also allows for the additional funding opportunities that are provided with fundraisers, community partnerships, and various other developments as far as those go. The third point and the final point is that we should invest in the quality and expansion of our services. By continuing to provide competitive compensation and benefits, we not only emphasize our team members, but we can also encourage the onboard and retention of these people on a highly qualified and diverse level, which will yield higher rates of student success and higher professionalism and higher levels of being able to achieve the evidence-based practice quality that we need to. If we were able to do so, the investment would only be proportional to the growth of the school. It would result in the reduction in the repeated recruitment, induction, and professional development expenses, because the retention of those people would not be so that we had to invest the same amount of money in people who are going to be leaving the facility. If we can retain those individuals, if we can emphasize from the start keeping them, then we will have a higher opportunity to retain them overall. It's a very cyclical cycle. And this particular point addresses the need for employee expertise to achieve a desired results using advanced evidence-based programs. So in this, you can see the spread of all of the advantages of these points. The enriching in expertise and the expanding of the services go hand in hand. Emphasis on employees, emphasis on the opportunity to expand the services. If we get a new facility, we have the opportunity to provide an opportunity to use highly engaging and evidence-based instructional programs. We also have the opportunity, if we have this school community partnership group functioning kind of like a PTA, to engage those we serve and ensure the atmosphere of the school is rich in its cultural diversity and reflects the collaboration between the community and the school. The time is now. The feasibility of this proposal is readily available. The school is new. We have a lot of opportunity to grow a base. The size of the student body and the involved stakeholders, due to the size of the student body, are a manageable size. It is approaching the time for our budget to become something of a finite object. And so in this, we have the opportunity to use these excesses to apportion them appropriately and consistently for the next several years. And so the way that we use our money now is the way that we are likely to use it in the future. And we have the available grounds. We have the available space. We have the opportunity to build while remaining in our building that we currently work in. Well, I really enjoyed talking with you this evening, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you.